Holy crap! Jay Clair, episode 7. Boom! Made You Look presents Story Time with Matt LeFevour and Jay Clair today. This is an interesting one. This is super fun. Jay and I go way back. Incidentally met at hockey, which I love, and
yes.
We started talking about writing and performing, and he was the lead antagonist in an interesting story about an uninteresting guy.
These are all true things. Met at hockey. Our kids play together. Matt came up, friendliest guy, in the rink, and was just like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you working on?" I'm like in the middle of like writing a book or something. And he's like, "You're writing? Oh my gosh, I love that!" And it just snowballed into this like awesome friendship. So,
yeah. And as a fellow creative too, we instantly hit it off on that point, and then he took a risk, daring to read some of my earliest long form work, and then it just happened that I was able to attract a lot of very talented people that literally knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, no, you were doing great. Like the consistency and your follow through, and your excitement about it has always just driven you, and it's fun. It's hard to not be excited about what you're excited about, because your passion just bleeds onto everything in the best possible way.
I really appreciate that, brother. I definitely I have a lot of awesome people like yourself that pick me up when I want to probably just lay down and be done, and it's created a lot of great friendships and a lot of great opportunities. But that does not take away from the fact that you played the lead antagonist in my first story.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember you calling me up and being like, "Hey, do you want to jump in on this project? Do you want to just read something?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll step in and read." And that's where it started off. I just kind of came to the reading, the table reading, and some of the rules hadn't been quite figured out yet. But come film time, you were like, "I want you. I need you to help me here." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm in for it." So it was great. It was a ton of fun. I'm still friends with a good portion of the cast and the crew that was there. All awesome people. The atmosphere was phenomenal. Everybody was really just on board about it, and there's so much. I watch it sometimes. I go back, I watch it because it's fun, and there's so much I want to do. I wanted to do differently. I wanted to be like a Shooter, McGavin, and like really make you hate me so much. And I don't think I really got there, but it was awesome. The whole thing is great.
If you guys want to see a remake of ASOG, start liking and following this stuff, and maybe we can get a bunch of money. The tough thing was I had to cut out a couple of the biggest scenes because of time and money. And one of those scenes would have been with you and Christian Lickey, who was playing Anthony Strong, the mayor, and it was the debate. And we didn't get to do the debate, and the debate would have been a fun platform to let some of Bobby's underbelly show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that at the park, or was that on like an actual stage? I can't recall in the script.
So Jay's spot on. The park scene is what replaced the debate scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, no, actually, I take that back, because there was the debate scene, and then no, I think you're right, actually. Dang. Yeah, I think I originally had at the debate when Carl tried to save Anthony, and then getting shot in the dick.
It was it's so much fun. You got to watch the movie.
There you go. Go watch the movie. That's a fun thing too. As we get into this, this is the 7th interview. When I get to 10 and we start shooting 3 or 4 of the ones that hopefully will be home runs, as a segue to let me rebuild the pipeline, I'm going to go back and re-release the old shorts that I did of Carl, and then I'm going to go through those, and then I'm going to ramp it up, and then I'm going to have I'm going to do a re-release of an interesting story about an uninteresting guy.
Nice.
Yeah, and it'll be free. It'll be free on YouTube. We'll continue to hopefully add to a collection of some fun stories and some very talented people.
I agree.
So, Jay, tell me a little bit too. Was writing your first passion? Was acting your first passion?
A little bit of both. Pretty much as long as I can remember, I was doing some form of acting and or writing. It's going to sound creepy, but trust me, it was on the level. When I was in kindergarten, I had a babysitter, and a babysitter was very negligent. But she had a son in 8th grade, and he was super into horror movies, loved horror movies, and so he had the whole handheld camcorder kind of thing, and we were filming and editing horror movies. We lived on Elsie Drive, so we did like A Nightmare on Elsie Street instead of Elm Street, and like learning camera tricks and stuff because he was just so into like the behind the scenes and how films are made. So like we're doing the whole thing. He's in 8th grade, I'm in kindergarten. We're doing the thing where like I run and like jump towards the stairs, but like you cut it and then you have like a doll dressed up like how I am. So like I had a shirt on over my other shirt, and then cut, put it on the doll, throw it, and like and I would pay pretty much anything to have that footage now. But I don't have it.
Did you guys shoot on like VHS?
VHS, the old school way of doing it.
We are young, very young men, but for any young people that would be watching this, editing involved 2 separate VHS machines, and you would have your master, and you'd have to find your spots, and then you'd have to record onto your master and hope that you don't have gaps, and it was a pain.
Everything you said is true. We did it even more like primitive, I guess. We were doing the whole, all right, we hit stop or pause on the actual camcorder and then changed everything and then went. So everything was filmed completely in sequence, even like the special effects. It was absurd, but it was so fun. But anyway, I loved it. You know what I mean? Like doing that with my brothers and a friend, and then my dad let us use his camera, so then we started doing it, and we made a whole bunch of movies. Especially like when the Blair Witch came out, super low budget, easy to replicate. Last name is Claire. We made a Claire Witch. It was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I want to see that.
It was so bad. It was good though.
Do you think somebody still has the footage?
Maybe. I think my cousin might have it. So I gotta see if we can find that.
If you can find it, send it to me. I'll see if I can do like a quick edit or something on it.
Okay.
Just like compress it down.
It's so bad.
Well, the crazier thing too, for our nerds, shooting it sequentially means you don't get second takes.
Correct.
You just don't. Otherwise, you've lost your entire thing. Like you have to go back and shoot from the beginning if it's sequential.
Exactly. No, it was very much good enough. We got it done. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going.
Or you would have had to have had a place to view it, to rewind the tape back to that point, and then re-record over it. It's a lot of work.
I think we did try that a couple times, and we learned very quickly that it's almost impossible to get the timing down, because then you start losing other parts that you like. But yeah, to answer your question about writing, always like writing. Again, kindergarten, I think 3rd grade was really when writing kind of took off for me. Like, we had something called spelling stories, and it was just a simple way that the teacher was trying to teach us how to spell, so that they just encouraged all the kids to write stories. And so you would draw a picture. It was a small book, maybe like 15 pages, but like very short, like 1-2 sentences on each page, and you draw a picture about it. And we were making like these little books, and I loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And then you got to present it to the class. So like every week, you got to present it, and like people seemed to really like it. So like that just made me want to do it more and more and more. And so art was a big part of that, because I got to draw, but then telling the story, making people laugh, and it just all kind of like blended together. And so when our family got a computer, again showing my age, there was no internet, there was no anything. It was a black screen with green text, and I would just sit on there and henpeck all of the keys, and I would just do that on my free time, just to write and come up with stories. And then I'd be telling people, and they're like, "Oh, that's fun," and I like that. And then we'd have like this whole secret thing of like, here's another story, and like nobody else knew it. It was cool.
So would you say I know you said the spelling stories, which kind of are short stories.
Yeah.
And then from short stories, what would you say was your next progression?
Okay, next progression. So I started. I actually went to college and have an English degree in creative writing. So somewhere in there, I started writing more short stories. Collegiate level short stories, and a lot of them just kind of went to nowhere. No, I take that back. High school, a lot of poetry classes and stuff like that. English language arts. There was there would be like poetry or thing, and I would like dive in on that. I was super excited to be, come up with like really clever turns of phrases. I know you love puns, and try to figure out kind of neat ways of organizing it. You start off with like the simple things like the acrostic. I mean, it's like I can turn a word into a poem, and then like the haikus and stuff. But then like you start playing with it even more, and I started doing like really weird things where like I'd have a double column poem, and like if you read it, across, like usually when you have double columns, you read straight down in the first column and you go into the second column. And the way I wrote it was you can go across and just keep reading it that way, how you would traditionally read, or you could read it up and down as two separate columns, and it made sense all ways.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was pretty neat. And so I'm like, did I just invent something? And my teacher's like, I doubt it, but I don't know that anybody does this. So I was like, I should look that up. Never looked it up.
Yeah.
So high school, I guess there was a lot of that, and then it kind of pushed me into college to write more, and then I did a whole bunch of projects just for school because having an English degree was like reading a novel a week, and it was a lot of reading, and I actually hated it. I hated that part of it. It wasn't until I graduated that reading became fun for me. There were here and there's, but like once I started reading and enjoying literature, it made me want to write way more. Like I was inspired by that, and so then I would just write stories, and I had every intention of like I'm writing this novel, and I would get like 80 pages into it and be like, I lost it. And then I just stop and start on the next one. And I'd write, 50 pages, and and I kind of went through that cycle for a while before I finally put my foot down and was like, I'm finishing this book. I'm going to complete a story. And I did. And you read it in its more, an earlier state. It originally was released as The Impossible Return to Innocence, Native American young adult fantasy. It's fun. But I wasn't really satisfied with it. Even I wrote a sequel to it. Also, I liked it, but I knew it needed to be more. So, I wrote other books. I wrote a devotional and a bunch of other like little short story or horror. And I finally went back to that original, the Impossible Return to Innocence, and I rewrote it from the start. Like I literally page 1, we're doing it over, wrote the whole thing all the way through, made what I feel like are very necessary changes, and by the end of it, it's now called Tribal Scars. So
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, I should have brought it for you.
I need a copy.
I got you.
Autograph.
I got you. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
you get an autograph copy.
Oh yeah. I did. I got to read a very early version of the Impossible Return to Innocence.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a mirror scene when he went through it.
Yes.
That we talked about.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So thank you.
Yeah.
And so since then I haven't been super focused on writing novels and novellas and other stories, children's books. Matt and I both have kids. His are grown up. I said, well, I don't know. I know the age is not quite grown up.
19, 17, 11.
There you go. I guess it's kind of comparable. Mine are 18, 14, and 17, 14, and 10. And so as they were younger, I was writing a lot more children's books because it was something that I could do with them. And so I'd come up with something and share it with them, and they'd be like, oh, I love this, and they want to share it with their friends. Dad, you got to do something with this. And I publish it, and then they're telling everybody about it. And then I give out copies, like, oh, here, you have a bunch of copies. Oh, this is so cool. And so even now, there's a little bit of that, and it's fun to see how that bled into other lives around me. Like my nieces love writing. They've been phenomenal at like just their approach, their enthusiasm for it. They just keep writing and writing and writing, and so I know on some level, like having that in the family, like it helped to push them to pursue it more, because it's like, oh, it can be done. You know, Uncle Jay's doing it. Like, why not? And it's like, yeah, do it. You should be doing it. They're clever. They're smart girls, and so I see that, and then it's just cool when come up to like friends and they're like, their kids are like tugging on my shirt and they're like, Mr. Clair, when are you going to do another book? And like that's just cool. That feels awesome.
It's a great feeling, and in reference to your nieces too, it's lead by example. When you're not just talking about it, I'm sure you've been around other people that are like, oh, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool, like, let me read your stuff. And they're like,
Yeah. It's that combination of insecurity, but also writing is super difficult. And I don't necessarily mean like the act of like, just putting something on paper. It's a mental game of it. Writing is so lonely. I'm sure you can, like, I know that we've done writing exercises in the past. I know that you're doing that. But like as you're developing your story, a lot of times nobody else is in your head. Nobody else understands that aspect of it. And so like you might be able to tell them, okay, and then this cool thing happens and this cool, but like all the intricacies of how each character relates to one another, like you can't just explain that all outright. Like it has to be on the paper. You have to finish it or come close to finishing it or have some kind of developed draft to like present to people. And like that, creating that draft, creating that world that's stuck in your head and like figuring everything out, that it's so draining and lonely, and a lot of people give up. I've had so many people telling me like, oh, I gotta write a book, and I'm like, you should like write a book. And I'm like encouraging them, and they get like, they're like, oh, I wrote 10 pages today. Oh man, I wrote 3 pages, and then it's like, I wrote 5 pages last week, and then it's like, yeah, I haven't touched it in 6 months, or that passion goes away. You really have to like push yourself into the passion of writing.
Yeah, I mean, there's like everything, it's the reward is the effort that it takes.
Yes.
And if you're not committed to that process, then yeah, it's easy to walk away. I mean, when you think about an interesting story about an uninteresting guy,
mm-hmm.
that took me 7 years to get from like starting point to getting it made, and I got to see we did a screen test the night before we had the premiere, and I was sobbing like a little baby when I saw it on the big screen. And the crazy thing was, it wasn't even that I'm like, this is so beautiful. I'm like, holy shit, the journey's over.
I did it.
It was like, dang.
You're like, I did it. You did do it, dude.
Well, we all did, but yeah, it was a lot of, that's it. It's like, it's cliche to say it, but the journey, not the destination. And it's a rough journey. So like, anybody that's out there and struggling, chip away a little bit, bounce it off some people. Jay was saying, with sharing your work, some of it might be apprehension or, not feeling confident about it. I write very confidently now, and it used to be like, no, I'm protecting my work. You can't have that. And now I'm like, anybody who's going to read it, because I'll give it to everybody, because it's very difficult to get people to even give you a set of eyes on it.
Yeah, for sure. I think that fear of somebody stealing your work is in of itself a touch of hubris, right? Like, I'm so wise and so developed, and I can come up, and I'm not saying just you, I felt this exact same way. So I think everybody kind of goes through it, and they're like, hold these ideas to their chest of like, I can't say this because nobody's ever thought of, you know, like
a crossing guard.
It's a crossing guard. I mean, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever heard of anybody else doing a crossing guard, but you know, it's the hero's journey is the same with him. But like, you know, I'm going to rewrite Peter Pan, and this time it's going to. Actually, I did have that idea a long time ago. Share it, you know, yeah. Peter Pan. It's written from Captain Hook is actually the father. Now they've done that in a couple of the movies. I think they had a double casting of the guy who plays Hook also plays Wendy's father. But this would be Peter Pan's father, and the kids are in the hospital. And if you ever watch the original Peter Pan, it's like in loving memory for the, you know, St. Jude's Children's Hospital or whatever. It's at the very beginning, before anything else in the original Disney cartoon. It's like, this was made for dying children. And you're like, oh my God, that's what Neverland is. And you realize that, like, you know, Captain Hook is a father playing with his son, and he's letting him be the hero. And, like, as parents, you get that.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, but, like, I've had that, you know, in my back pocket for so many years, and it's like, I haven't done anything with it. If you're going to do it, like, do it. Like, it's awesome. Go for it.
And I'll give a shout out. Neverland was the best remake of any of the Hooks or Peter Pan's in that.
Is that the one with Hugh Jackman?
No, it was. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Johnny Depp? No.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp was it?
Yeah, Johnny Depp played in Neverland.
Oh, is it Finding Neverland?
Finding Neverland.
That's it. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what the other. I think the one I'm thinking of is Pan. But anyway,
Pan was pretty good. Hook was good. Like
yeah.
You might be onto something there, Jay. We just named it's a remakeable story.
Oh
apparently.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And that twist was good.
Right?
I liked it. That was a really good take on it. I was just like, damn.
He's never growing up, and you're like, oh God, no.
Yeah, it's because he's dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, shit.
Oh no. But Wendy makes it out. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Little John. Yeah. No. But yeah, writing. There's something so intimate about it, and you know, you're bearing your soul, and you're hoping that other people could see it for your intention of it, and how well you can convey what you're trying to say, you know. And sometimes you surprise yourself. You're like, I didn't even realize that this, you know, I was writing about myself, or you know, I'm writing about my friend, and you know, people are like, oh, that guy's kind of a jerk, and then you're like, oh God, he is kind of a jerk, like, you know. What do I do with this information, you know? But like, you love them anyway. But yeah, no, it's cool to see how, as you write, or in that, you know, the way that you develop it and create your world and bring other people in, whether it's, you know, a story, like a short story, a novel. I got into radio plays for a while. That's fun and difficult. Movies, scripts, TV shows, whatever it is that you're creating these worlds and bringing people in, and your hope is that it could be as magical of a world as you feel it in yourself. You know, whether it is a Neverland or, you know, Stranger Things, the Upside Down. You know, it doesn't always have to be a positive land. It's just whatever it is, you're trying to bring other people into that realm, that world, that idea, and it doesn't even have to be mystical. It could just be, you know, a caricature of New York or Chicago or, you know, wherever you want people to feel what you feel for these places.
Yeah, and there's a lot to be said about, you said it bears a part of your soul. And I remember many years ago when I was really working on the beginning of my long form, and young, you know, highly motivated me was, I'm going to write a story in every genre that there ever was. And I had people that I looked up to quite a bit. They're like, you're stupid. They're like, you should write action. That's what you know.
Yeah.
And thank God I did not get hung up on that.
Yeah.
And that was largely the opening quote to an interesting story about an uninteresting guy. Huge shout out to my Aunt Tina Bauer. She said something to me probably over 20 years ago now, when I had a bout of writer's block and I was searching for identity, and I was railing off names. I'm like, like Dan Brown would do it this way, and Stephen King would do it this way, and Chuck Palahniuk would do it this way, and she would just stop me and she goes, Matt, every great writer creates their own style. And I was like, and I've never had writer's block since.
Nice.
I shit you not. I'm just like, this is my story, and like you said, it tells a piece of you, and then you take some of your life experiences and then you embellish and you make it better, and you make bad characters more bad and good characters more good, and it becomes there's parts of writing that I would agree with you are lonely. I think the rewards for me kind of supersedes that when it's the when you complete it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to complete it.
Oh, and there's another fun note on that. Some really smart person told me that once. I don't remember. It's probably quotable or attributable to somebody, but you never actually complete your project. You get to a point that you can walk away.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
You'll always want to touch it.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, I actually, probably a year and a half ago started doing a rewrite on ASOG, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, I have so many other things that I want to write.
Sequel.
Yeah.
You gotta do a sequel.
It is very sequelable.
Okay. Reboot. We're rebooting it.
Well, I did think about that. I was like, shit, if I actually got some money together, we could reboot this. And then I was like, I don't know about that. It is rebootable.
There's a lot of potential with it.
The storyline.
I think we need Carl in space. If I'm going to be completely honest, we need Carl in space.
I'm going to do it like the Leprechaun series.
Oh God, yes.
We will work our way to space.
We'll work our way. Do Jason X kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's franchise.
That's when you know it's ending, though.
Yeah, right, for sure.
No, there's a lot of fun things. I could totally see Carl winning like a lottery to become an astronaut, though, and him trying to figure out what to do with that.
And winning a lottery, like a SpaceX Origin type take a ride thing.
Exactly, like somebody, it's one of those put your name in a hat, and there's 6 million people who do this, and he just gets drawn by pure fate, and now he's got to navigate going this way. Simpsons did it. Homer
did space. And then Barney got drunk on the non-alcoholic champagne.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. Which also, you said that, and sometimes I'm very visual, so I'll start thinking, and I was already thinking of gags as you were saying it. I'm like, oh my god, he's got to have issues with the spacesuit, he's got to have issues with the food, everything.
He's joking on their freeze-dried crackers or something.
And instead of the spacesuits, how you envision the new and the future models are sleek and stuff.
Yeah.
He's got to be in a floppy pillow-looking one, like the Michelin tire dude, and a total trip and fall down the stairs. But it's like 100 stairs. It's not just 2. It just keeps going and going and going. And then at the end, it's the pancake. But then he pops up and he's like, "I'm okay."
See, and if we get Liam was very physical.
So
yeah, he could do that for sure.
You need to get Liam.
You gotta get Liam.
He'll be on.
And now I'm thinking of super tangent. I'm like, so they have these sleek suits, and everybody else is wearing them, but poor Carl, he's allergic to the fabric. He has a resistance to the aluminum lining, and that's why he's got to go with the old one, which has a lead lining, which will also kill him, but a little bit slower.
And then he's got to pat one of the other guys on the back and
get it.
No, I'm gonna edit that out. And then he pats one of the guys on the back and hits his booster pack, and it's because that's Carl.
It is Carl.
Carl just needs that continuous what the fuck.
Yeah.
And then he'll save the day. It's always full triumph.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Jay came in semi-blind to the whole format of the show. Obviously, he's up to speed a little bit. But let's dive into this a little bit. let's dive into the writing exercise.
Is this the pillow fight you were talking about? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The pillows are coming. For our 1 to 10 followers, which hopefully will be millions at some point, the beauty of these stories are that they're timeless. None of the stories or anything are like politics or current whatever, current news stuff. So, if we hit some home runs, maybe people will come back and watch a bunch of these.
That'd be awesome.
But I'm going to steer you a little bit.
Okay.
So, there's a couple of different ways we could go with this today. We could go with something that's very much going to define the character.
Okay.
We can go with something that's very much going to define the genre. Or we could do a reboot of Bobby Lablow. There are options galore, my friend.
Yeah, I would want to do Bobby Lablow, but all my ideas with him are just watching terrible, terrible things happen to him one after another, which could be fun.
Bobby was greasy. He wasn't like...
No, I don't mean like hit by a car and like loses a foot. I mean like, he's trying to like, build up a better reputation for himself after, he was caught with hookers and whatever else at the end of the movie. And so he's trying to, build up a good reputation by going to like a soup kitchen or something like that, but then ends up, like trying to run it and becomes a slime ball there. And I don't know, because I think it's just in his personality.
Did you just give me a setting and like some that's quite a bit.
All right.
Do you want to run with that?
I mean, we can run with that.
It's open. Like I said, you can still, if you're like you want to try something else, we can go genre, or we can just do it straight up too. If you want a random character creation.
I think it's a decent starting point. I just really got to think through it. But that's what this is about.
Oh, you don't have to think through it at all. You just got to come with some random stuff. And the fun is that we have a couple of these kind of already dialed in. So
okay, all right.
Character name is
Bobby Lablow.
Bobby Lablow. And how old is Bobby? We never defined that, so this is
40s-ish, something. Well, I'm turning 41. Very old.
40. 30.
30. Well, that was like 8 years ago.
Something that we also never defined, which is fun, relationship status?
Swinger? No, I'm going to guess single. Yeah.
Swinger. Currently single.
Nice. He seems like the type.
His campaign manager told him he needs to lock that shit down.
Oh, yeah. That could be so much fun, too.
Oh, yeah.
To try to get him to... he gets a handler and can't handle the handler.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's already happened. What's his job?
I guess mayoral candidate doesn't really qualify, huh? Well, he was in the mob. He had
affiliations.
He had affiliations. He was a lucrative businessman.
Yeah. In the story, to catch anybody up, he was on the zoning board, and he was doing things for connected people in terms of like helping them with rezoning properties and getting up and coming hot spots. So he had the affiliation with that, and then in the story he was campaigning against Mayor Anthony Strong, and he lost. Yeah, because he got his dirty laundry got exposed. So job of
politician. Sure.
Lobbyist.
I'm trying to think because, like you said, he was helping the mob with properties.
Yeah, that would be like city job politician though.
He becomes a realtor. No. All right, fair enough.
No, actually, can we keep it with the politician?
Absolutely, keep it politician.
Because that was pretty funny saying that. I'm sorry. The setting is already set.
It is. It already exists.
Kind of is redundant, but the setting is the soup kitchen.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Because, like I said, I'll stare off from time to time, and I'm like, oh my god, the wheels are already spinning. This is getting chopped up. Dream job? Is it president or is it mayor?
Oh, I'm going president.
President.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to be the president of the world. For sure.
Does he have a pet?
He seems like a cat guy.
It does seem like a cat.
Right?
Do we want to name
Not
the
a cat
cat?
guy. Oh, I need something pretentious. Clinton.
What does he think of himself?
He is God's gift to the world.
That's exactly how I would have put it. And what do others think?
Kind of a tool.
And there are people that absolutely love that.
Yeah.
What's Bobby's favorite quote or saying?
Do you know who I am?
I'm
Bobby Lablow!
Do you know who I am? This guy. That's perfect. He quoted the movie.
It's a very powerful and emotionally endearing scene. It's, for me, especially. I watch it finally and cry a little bit. Just seeing the hopes dashed from his eyes as the mafia is throwing him out on the street.
Yeah, and then asking him, and then the tour guide is like, should I fucking finish this guy? And Fredo be like, it's not worth it. That's good.
It was such a subtle. He's got his hand up. He's just like,
yeah. I don't know if I don't want to dirty my hands further. What does Bobby do on his Friday night? Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow.
Of course he does.
Easiest answer on the sheet right there.
We know this because he's already been caught. Yes. All right, let's do some of the fun, crazy stuff. Give me an adjective.
Inspiring.
All right, and then just free flow word association, 5 words, ready, go.
Humble. Grateful. Lost. Excited. And heartbroken.
Damn. Nice flow. Could I please have a noun?
Oh, Sears Tower.
Yes. That place exists.
It's the only word that I know for it.
Yeah, that's true. That's changed multiple times now. Five more. Free flow word association, Sears Tower.
Chicago. Beef sandwich. Do I have to be nouns?
No.
Oh, hungry. I'm not actually hungry right now, but Chicago and Italian beef really got me going.
Okay.
And the L train, and homeless.
Homeless.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, I do this. I have not the first one, but I think all the ones that I've edited afterwards. I will do a punched in version of this, but this is for our audience to see. This was all just handwritten with Jay. None of this shit was pre-planned. Even though this one's a little bit of a cheat, just because Bobby's already been fully formulated.
He's an existing character, but we're trying to go somewhere else with him.
Oh, and this is great because you already gave like a scene setting and all that stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put on this clock, just like that. And what Jay's going to do is he's going to give me a countdown, just a simple 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to write for 7.5 minutes. We're going to call a stop. I'll finish the thought, and then Jay's going to tell me what happens in our story. And it doesn't matter what it is, I'm going to write that into the story at that point in time. Unless it's like completely... Actually, I haven't had any... I wrote them all in.
And then the aliens come.
Some
Carl's in space.
Don't always work.
It went
okay, it's all good, brother. And we'll do that, and then he'll hit unpause, and I will write for another 7.5 minutes, and we'll see if we have a fun little scene for Bobby Lablow. This would be I'm already, gosh dang it, I'm already partial to this, so I'm like, let's go, Bobby.
I'm for it too. All right,
brother, count me in whenever you're ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
Poor Carl, he's allergic to the fabric. He has a resistance to the aluminum lining, and that's why he's gonna go with the old one, which has a lead lining, which will also kill him, but a little bit.
Sweet. We are 7.5 minutes in. I actually only have one of the 11
nouns?
Yeah, words. I only have one left. But it's a little bit easier when I already have so much formulated in my head. What just happened in our story, Jay?
I would really, really like it if it works out that Bobby Lablow's handler girlfriend comes in and God, how do I word this in a way that Bobby Lablow's former prostitute girlfriend or prostitute is at the homeless shelter that he's trying to feed, and they have a twinkling in the eye romantic interaction as the handler comes in and catches them.
Perfect.
And is furious.
Perfect.
Okay.
The ex or the girlfriend interest comes in
Yes.
to the setting and causes a scene.
Yes.
Copy. So I will put Bobby one of Bobby's girls enters and causes a ruckus.
It's not an everyday kind of word.
And count me in, and let's do this.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. It doesn't always have to be a positive plan. So whatever it is, you're trying to bring other people into that realm, that world, that idea. And it doesn't even have to be mystical.
Boom. Well, shit. We have a new scene with Bobby Lablow. Oh, fuck. This was fun. Alright, quick second. I'm going to make copies of this so we can read some stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
In tradition, Jay will be reading the lead character and all of stage direction. Do me a favor real quick. Put your John Hancock on there somewhere. I have a fun little collection. Maybe it'll be worth something someday.
Call me anytime.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Without further ado, let's see what Bobby's up to. Action.
Am I?
So you read.
Oh, yeah, I'm reading from this.
Yeah.
Oh, everything that you have highlighted. I guess that makes sense.
Yep.
Alright, soup kitchen. Day. Bobby Lablow and his campaign manager enter a local Chicago soup kitchen located by the Sears Tower.
This is going to be great for polling. I'm excited to see the bump we get.
Yeah, this place is real inspiring.
Campaign manager. Humble yourself. All these people are homeless.
Which means they don't vote. What the fuck are we doing here? Soup kitchen manager approaches.
I'm so grateful you came, Mr. Lablow. I was heartbroken when you lost the mayoral race to Anthony Strong.
Sorry. She puts her arm on his shoulder, causing Bobby to react. Excuse me? Please don't put your hands on my coat. I saw you handling beef sandwiches a minute ago. Soup manager is noticeably taken back.
Campaign manager. Speaking of beef sandwiches, let's feed some hungry people.
She escorts Bobby to the serving line and starts recording footage. Bobby. Here you go, sir. Handing food to a homeless guy.
Homeless guy. What is this shit?
Bobby. What you're eating.
Campaign manager. Is delicious, nutritious food, but Bobby wants to fight to get better meals for all of our...
Bobby. Fuck that!
Campaign manager. What?
One of Bobby's girlfriends storms into the soup kitchen.
Lacey. You've been hard to track down, Bobby. Trying to avoid me?
Bobby. Yeah?
Lacey. It's all good to hang with me when we're doing cocaine and hookers. Campaign manager stepping in. Excuse me, miss, but you need to leave.
Lacey grabs the campaign manager by his hair, spins her around, and sends her through the table full of food. Bobby. I should have pushed your ass in front of the L train when I had the chance. Plus, you were one of the hookers.
Lacey. Stupid Bobby. Threaten me like that and I'm going to go steal or kill Clinton.
Bobby. So help me God, if you touch my cat, I'll fuck you up! The campaign manager has grabbed him with the security's help. They're dragging him out. Bobby. Do you know who I am? I'm Bobby Lablow!
See. That's fun. That's fun because you played Bobby.
It is fun. I'm so sorry for peeking the mic, but
I'll fix levels.
All right, fair enough. But I had to yell. I think I have to.
You have to. It gives the energy. Otherwise, that is an energy part of the scene.
Yeah.
So for any of our diehards, hopefully we get some of those. That's a 100% check off again. All the words and fun stuff were included. I did actually miss the pet on the one previous. I put it in post though. It was just a little subtle reference. This one, I think, it was a home run. That's a clean sweep on all of them. So that was fucking fun, Jay.
It was fun.
And the more fun thing is, sadly, I didn't write this one with any kind of a budget in mind because there's extras and lots of roles. But I think we could pull this one off.
I got friends.
Ah, there you go.
We have ways.
Yeah, friends and some resources. Put something together, and
I got a church. I got friends.
I
got
Oh yeah.
We can do lots of things.
Yeah, for sure. Well, in the church, do you think they would let us say this?
No,
stuff?
probably not.
No.
All of a sudden, it's coming to me. I'm not the best place for that.
Father Peter. Oh my God. I don't actually ever do hookers and cocaines on Friday nights.
Yeah.
On Friday nights.
Yeah. I think I could get away with that a little bit more than fuck that and
The fun thing is for the soup kitchen, you could literally put it like on a wall with just like tables and like shoot on like an extreme angle, like kind of punched in, and then you wouldn't have to like turn around and show a room or anything else. And keep it tight, and then get a little of that action going. And I think that was Bobby.
It's fun. Yeah. It's you did good. You captured it. You got the the hesitation and the I'm too good for this place. All of that was very apparent. And
the fuck are we doing here? These people don't vote. It's gonna get us a bump in the polls.
I'm not eating this. Hilarious.
It's like you are eating that. Yeah. What he's trying to say is he's fighting for more nutrition and better benefits for all of us.
It's great.
Yeah. Campaign manager to save the day. Yeah. So that's it. We hopefully we'll get to this one shot towards the top of the list. It's a fun one. So I hope we get to make this, and I hope that Jay comes back. And the fun thing is, Jay can come back, and next time we can either do just a random creation one, or I change the format on this pretty much like every second or third time.
Yeah.
I tweak something just to make it more challenging.
I dig it.
Yeah. Or he comes back and we tell some more fun stories, and then we set Bobby up again.
Oh yeah. I'm down. I'm down for anything. I'm on Upton Heights too, on the other side of town. So sorry, I don't know if you could say that in here, where you're at, but
if I didn't like it, I'll edit it out.
Cut it out, yeah. But I'm local, so I'm down to hang out.
Episode 7, Jay Clair. Do one favor. Please tell any of your handles, anywhere that we can find you. And again, it's no longer the impossible return to innocence.
No, it's not. It's now Tribal Scars.
Find his book. It's good.
Tribal Scars by J.D. Clair.
Boom.
That's the author name. I'm on Instagram as The Warehouse Cowboy. And you can also find me on YouTube, JD Clair. So youtube.com/JD Clair, Amazon, JD Clair, and yeah, hit me up.
Check out his shit. Thanks, brother.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Boom. What does he think of himself?
He is God's gift to the world.